And you know how the bulls look at you, it's so mean. And that for so long to come. I said, where was you? I said it was, she said it was such a mean dog there, and she had to walk 1 block farther. Was afraid of him.
Should we start?
Grandma, the kids are going to ask you some stories about things when you were growing up, and we're going to put it on the tape so we can have it.
I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, that's okay, but if you know something, you can tell them about it, so they know what it was like when you were living in Russia. Okay?
I wasn't living in Russia.
In Czechoslovakia.
Oh, no. That time we used to have a king, Prince Joseph.
Was the king? And
King.
what country was that?
In Germany, but they used to call Austria-Hungary.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're going to ask you some questions, so speak clearly.
Oh, skip over some this month.
Yes, if some of them aren't.
How big were you when you were born?
Oh, how big was she?
I think I'll skip over baby days.
Not that big.
Grandma, did you ever get any spankings?
Oh, plenty.
For what?
By doing something wrong.
Like what? What did you do that was wrong?
Well, it's not too much. Kind of like every day something.
Could you roller skate?
No, I don't even see roller skate. I see here in the United States. We were sliding in a, there was a little path, and it was icy. We were sliding there with the shoes.
What kind of games did you play?
We don't have any games.
So what did you do for fun?
Huh?
What did you do for fun?
We don't have any fun. When we grow to take care of the little children, that's why we do it. When we grow bigger, we go in a field and work in a farm.
Grandma, tell us your brothers and tell us their names and who was older than you.
My brother,
Yeah, who? You have an older brother,
his name Andy.
and then who?
They used to call him Andre.
Andre. And then who came next?
Hmm?
Who was born next after Andy?
I born next after him.
And then who?
And later, everyone born.
Who? What were their names?
Andy, Gabriel, Howrell, Vasily, Dmitro, Grigory, and John.
Was Gabriel was his sister?
Brother.
Brother. All
I don't
brothers.
have any
and
sisters.
Did you ever have any birthday parties?
No,
How did you celebrate your birthdays?
we never celebrate birthdays.
Do you have any favorite toys?
No? Oh, no, I have not.
Grandma?
I will go with my brothers and my cousin digging someplace in the ground.
Did you ever have any dolls?
We have goose, Canadian goose.
Grandma, did you have dolls?
Oh, doll?
Yeah, did you have a
No,
doll?
I never have doll.
She told me that.
I make me some one. I put kind of mud, dry mud, and a piece of cloth and make a head from that. I never have doll.
Yeah, you told me that.
I never care for dolls. You know, I have only brothers.
So did they pick on you? Did they fight with you? Your brothers?
Yeah, I was mean to them. You know, one time we was playing outside and I don't know what I done. I told the son and my brother and come to the house and tell mother, neighbor girl hit him with the stone, and I ran from the house.
Did you ever have any pets?
Oh, we have cats for the mouses to catch them.
Did the boys ever tease you?
What, don't they? They tease all the time. Boys teasing girls.
Who was your best friend?
Well, I got neighbors' girls. And they was a little bit rich, more than we was poor, and they was rich. Their father he used to be like mayor here. But I used to play with them.
You have to expand on it.
Were there any streetcars or anything? How'd you get around?
Oh no, we used to walk. When he has to go to downtown once a week, my father took a horse and that big, I don't know how they call a wagon and things like that. You see in a farm someplace.
Did you live in town?
No, we wasn't like.
You live out in the country?
We was living in a village, and we have farm. We was farming.
How many people in the village?
I don't remember.
Was it a big village?
But that's pretty big village. Yeah, we have church, we have school.
What was the country like? What did the land look like around it?
Huh?
What did the land look like around your village?
We don't have round. We have long strip ground. When we used to go and work, we was working all day. But when we wanted to drink water, there was kind of low at the hill, and water coming from the how they call it, spring water.
Uh-huh.
That's what we was drinking. You know, when we got kind of wanted to drink something, and we got some piece of bread and something put inside. We have for lunch.
Were there mountains and things around you or not?
No, there was kind of big hills, but not mountains.
What kind of crops were you growing? You said you were farming. What did you grow?
We was growing only for our using. Everybody was doing that. They don't have, you know, to sell. Sometimes we have to go to town and buy things before we gonna get kind of close to summer. We had to buy something to use it kind of like.
So what did your father do to make money?
Well, he used to go to forest, cut the wood, and go to town and sell. And we buy something when we need it.
What did your house look like?
Oh, did you say in a farm sometime? We used to have straw roof from the straw. You were saying kind of like a hat. And we put straw and we have straw roof. But later they started to put, there was years and years. 90 years already.
How big was the house, Grandma?
How big was the house? How many rooms?
One bedroom, one living room and the kitchen together.
Did you have any kind of refrigerator?
Oh, we don't even have ice now. We have ice in the winter time.
How'd you keep your food?
We have a big cellar. We put what we could, if you're gonna be spoiling or something. Most of the time, when we raise the fruit, we never can. We dry, you know, dry plums, prunes, dry apples. We carrot and peel it and dry. We have big stove, like a big oven, like Baker's a long time ago. And make from the how you call it, kind of like dirt and mud and straw, and make it that way. And we make bake bread there too. I remember she had big, kind of like shovel, you know, and put the bread and stick it in the oven.
What kind of lights did you use?
We chopped the wood real thin, and we light it, and we have a place to use it. And later we have candles.
Did you have any jobs you had to do around the house?
Well, I like always to sweep around the house, sweep inside. That's all. Wash the dishes. When we go wash the clothes in the winter time also, winter time, there was water coming to the village. It's coming from the, kind of like from the farm, and come through the village in the middle, and we go there, wash the clothes. You know, you see how they hit it with something. We used to call Freinig. That really was good.
What'd your clothes look like?
Well, it was all right. And we used to embroider. You know how the Russian embroidery things? You wear those embroidery like Bohemian and Russian peasants, how they call it.
How'd you keep cool in the summer?
Well, when it was hot, it was hot.
Did you ever go swimming, Grandma, when you were little kids?
No, we never go swimming. I don't. Maybe some others, you know. But I go fishing to that brook. There was a little stone there, and I put my hand and get some kind of real fat fish. I don't know how they call it. We used to call what I used to tell you, you know, you won't know anyway.
Did firemen or police ever come to your house?
Let's see. You never had to play that man.
Was there anything like police?
No,
Just the army?
no.
Did you have any guns then?
I never see gun.
How did you get your food then if you didn't have guns and stuff?
Hmm?
How did you get your food if you didn't have guns?
Did they hunt? They didn't hunt?
Nobody would come.
No, did they hunt, like to shoot deer, and they didn't do that?
Oh, they go to forest, they go. But not we, some neighbors. I have uncle, he was kind of like, how do you call it? Kind of like, like sheriff. And, yeah, he has cousins. and my cousin, he only bad to see something, you know, from the bird anyway. But his wife, his wife, she was murdered by another cousin, he was like sheriff. She said, Now, if he see my husband, he can break the legs to get him. And that cousin, he tells my mother, I don't go different direction, he can trip over me. They kind of honorary people too.
Did you celebrate Christmas?
Oh yeah, we go to church?
Did you have a Christmas tree?
No.
Did you decorate?
There was plenty of trees around, anyway, in the forest.
Did you decorate your home?
No.
What did you do that was special on Christmas? Did you eat a special food or?
Yeah, we have sauerkraut, and we have red lime, kind of red beans. And we cook everything goes dry. Well, sauerkraut now. We have big barrels, and we used to put this cabbage in the oven, and they get real soft for a while. And from there we took it out, we wash it, we put in those barrels, those heads. We have had every week, every day, and we cut it with his sauerkraut. And potatoes, we really nothing, just sauerkraut and potatoes and Russian borscht.
Did you have hoska?
We made when my mother buy for the holiday, bake for the holidays. She make kind of like Serbians bake, kind of big one around it.
Oh, not like what you make.
No.
Who taught you to make hoska like that?
Well, when we go over to city, my father, when we go to buy something, he buy those old stuff. But just the braided bread, there was nothing there. We never have white bread. We have most rye bread
Uh-huh.
all the time. We have those. I don't know how you call it. You grind it. It's for the flour. It's rye. But some they have in the village. A couple of them. They have places. They grind it for you. I don't know. I think they got something to grind it, but you have to pay them.
Did you bake cookies? Did you make cookies?
I never taste cookies.
You never had cookies?
No.
Huh.
We just bake rye bread. No, I
Did you have a Santa Claus?
You know how used to call stuff in the car.
Well, hi. I'm fine.
We used to celebrate his,
Doing Grandma Major on video.
you have a holiday for Santa Claus. But like Serbia, they got, and Russian just the same. They have him for the, how they call it, same thing, acting under some kind of name. Shut in the car.
Grandma, tell us about how you came, what age you were when you came over here and how that happened.
Oh, Dr. Nikolai любит. Oh, Dr. Nikolai служит. Тому святый Николай, на всякий запомай. Николай.
Grandma, ask her, what age were you when you came over here to this country, Grandma?
Not quite 17.
How did that happen? How did you decide to come over here?
They nothing there to do it, and everybody was going to America. I go too.
Did you have to pay a lot of money to get over here?
Huh?
Did you have to pay a lot of money to get over here? It just,
My father borrowed the money someplace.
Did the whole family come,
Mhm.
or just you?
Just me. And my cousin was here in Manchester, New Hampshire.
How did they decide that you should come? How did they decide that you were the one to come instead of your brothers?
A lot of people was going. My brother was away, already working someplace. And I sent the money, when I make now, I send my money there, my father pay, where he borrowed. And instead of give to these people, they come, my brother come. And my brother sent the money there.
But Grandma, why didn't your brothers come too then, later?
Obama, he wanted to come, but you had to sponsor them. And I was married and Mike wasn't happy to sponsor them.
But when you were young, why didn't the others come at the same time? How come you came and none of the others came?
Well, they can.
But why didn't they? How come they didn't want to come?
You don't have any money to come everybody. Most one person come from the one home, and they get another person.
But how did they pick you to come, Grandma? How did your family pick you to be the one that gets to come?
I wanted to come.
And your brothers didn't want to come?
Well, this one, older one, he was someplace working.
Oh, so you were the oldest. You were the next oldest.
Pretty young yet.
So you were the second oldest. So the oldest one wouldn't go or didn't
Yeah.
want to go. So you got to go.
He's not been much older than me, 1
Yeah.
year.
Where did you end up when you first came here?
Where?
Yeah, where?
Ellis Island. And I was seasick. And they put me in a sick people, with the sick people.
How did you decide to come to Nebraska?
Well, we come to New Hampshire. We meet my husband. He got married there, but he was same relative than me. Anyway, we used to go to school and church, same church, but we never was. Hey, we were to get married or something. He come later even from Europe.
So how did you decide to go from New Hampshire to Nebraska?
Well, my brother, my husband's brother, he was already in the United States before I even here. And he was in Pennsylvania. And from Pennsylvania he went to Chicago. And from Chicago he come to Omaha. And we find out he was here. We write to each other, and he want us to come. And Mike come a couple of weeks before I come. Katie was not quite 3 years when I come here.
Did you come out on a train, or
Anything.
was Nebraska a state or was it a territory?
Nebraska?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't like that now.
Was it a state yet?
No state.
What kind of jobs did you have when you came to Nebraska then? What kind of job did Grandpa
Right
and you?
there.
No, when you came to Nebraska, to Omaha, what kind of
I
job
used to
did
work in the cotton mills
in Omaha?
in New Hampshire.
In New Hampshire.
And Mike used to go work in a shoe shop.
And then what did Grandpa do when he came here?
Hmm?
What did Grandpa do when he came to Omaha?
Well, when we come here, there was depression. And he went to work to some kind of machine shop. when his brother worked, but I forgot the name.
Was that Paxton Verling? Wasn't?
No,
No,
it was
wasn't.
different. There was a machine shop, but I forgot the name. And later, they laid off him, and he went work to cold storage. He took any kind of job that we have. And the cold storage, he says, it's awfully hard, you know. And he went to Paxton Burling. I don't know how come. I think he knows neighbor, and my neighbor in Omaha, and he told him to go there, and they took him to work.
Did you do anything?
Yeah, Mike wasn't working very much, and I said, Mike, I'm gonna go to work. He said, where are you gonna go to work? I said, I'm gonna find it. And Johnny Major, mother, he used to work she was working for the telephone company, and she took me there. I started work there. She quit. I was working. Mike got sick. He wanted to quit me. I said, Mike, I'm not gonna quit. They're gonna pay pension. I worked for a couple of years. I met him. And one man, he was kind of like a boss to the workers. They call house workers. And he says, if I want it, I can take leave of absence. Stay with the Mike. He was sick. And he say, when he get better, you can come and work so much, we give you those years back. And Mike wanted me to quit. I wasn't 50 yet, but I lost my pension, you know. If I be 50, I worked to the 50, and I got my pension until I was 50.
How much money did you make when you first started working there, Grandma? How much did they pay you an hour?
That time, and telephone company,
When you first started,
they don't pay. In New Hampshire, they pay $12 for a whole week.
How much?
$12 for a whole week. But you know, when you from Europe, like me, even if I have to spend 2 pennies, I don't spend them. I don't know where even. I go to grocery store, they talk same language as you. You can't learn English in Manchester.
How much did bread cost then?
Oh, I don't know.
she made it. She didn't buy it.
I don't make much bread.
Do you still have a horse to get around?
Oh, yeah. She was in Europe. And I went for the horse, and they put him, that's such a place, he can't go loose. They put big sticks and tie him in a rope and that stick. And he came around, and he was standing there. And I went there, I used to ride back home in a horse. And it happened when I lose him, from the rope, he jumped at me. Oh my God, I got so scared, I let him go.
Grandma, Helen's on the phone. She wants to talk to you. Helen's on the phone. Over here. Come over here.
Is that from us? I don't think I have
Come on, Bill.
get it?
Yeah, you did. I showed it to you. I thought it was pretty neat.
It's a shirt.
That shelf.
She already opened it. I already opened it.
Oh.
Oh, isn't it? Guess what it will go with, Jill? What will it go with?
I know it will go with
What?
my pants.
We just got
No, I thought it would go for
white,
sure.
black stirrup pants for Valentine's Day.
Well, that'll be perfect.
Yes.
Cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Too busy posing.
Grandma told her she's like a little Mexican girl.
Dad, are you
Go
gonna
ahead,
take-
Grandma, and open. Go ahead.
Chinese eyes.
Open your present.
Dad, are you gonna take the camera?
Grandma.
Yes.
Well, Mexico girl.
Oh yeah, it was funny on her head though, huh? That's so funny when it's on your head.
She's not gonna know what you.
All right, what after Waverly Road? I can put this away.
Go to 56th Street or Highway 70. Turn right.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Grandma, they're pantyhose that are heavy for winter,
Oh, I see.
okay? Exciting, huh?
Turn right, and that what takes you to the
It's
interstate?
one exciting gift. Heavy duty pantyhose.
Oh, you don't
Okay,
mind.
Kevin.
Oh, your turn. Whose turn is it? I can't put the bow on both of their heads.
Little Mexican boy.
Wait, Mom, you can't do that. Stop. You need to put the bow on your head. You're gonna miss that turn.
My turn.
That's why you're skating.
Thanks.
Now, I just picked those arbitrarily.
Oh yeah, these are neat ones.
I heard you say you wanted some stickers.
Oh, this is a neat sweater.
Oh, it is
I thought it just kind of looked like Kevin.
weird.
We figured you'd like it, Kevin, 'cause it's been in the store for 4 years and no one bought it.
Nobody else bought it. Goes good with
We
those
said, we know
pants.
just the guy that'll wear this then.
Goes good with those pants. Oh, isn't it darling? Oh,
Cute, I like
it's
it.
so
Oh,
cute.
I had a
Thank
tissue
you.
from one.
Oh,
We did. I was what I was like, what else?
Let's part with it.
here it is. Here, maybe I got. Wait a minute, Debbie. Let me put it in this box here.
I don't want a water pick.
I picked it out, of course.
He did pick it out.
Yes, it is.
It's an Ernie special.
Oh.
Oh, cute. A little pickaninny.
You know, the hair is made of pipe cleaners.
I thought you was having real hair. I was like,
No.
isn't that cute? Thanks, I like it.
I'm going.